Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Now, on to today's story. Trying to save our marriage. Built trust. My wife and I met on vacation in 2014. We dated long distance for 6 months before she moved up to be with me since I couldn't relocate due to having a child already with my ex. She claims she feels like I pressured her to come up because she was afraid I was gonna cheat on her because of how much I talked about sex. To me it was just one of the ways we could feel closer together. We watched Netflix while on video chat together almost every night for 6 months among other things. We would alternate traveling every month to physically see each other. We dated for 2 years before I proposed and she said yes. Sorry for the long backstory. But now I found out she has been chatting with other people online and posting about wanting the attention of other guys. I confronted her and she apologized, saying she felt that I have been neglecting her the past year or so and she's not sure if she's in love with me anymore. As far as I can tell, she never physically cheated, but am I wrong for feeling the betrayal? She refused to let me see her phone when I confronted her. If, as she claims, the messages were platonic and just about how unhappy she is, why wouldn't she show me her phone to prove to me that her messages were nothing to worry about? All I can think about every day all day is who she is talking to. Has she met any of them every time I see her on her phone? I'm wondering who she's messaging now, etc. It is terrible. I can't focus on work or my son. She feels like she can't be away from her family anymore, even though being a 9 hours drive away we visit them 4 to 5 times a year. I've made it a priority to see her family as much as possible. I want to get through this, but I fear it's pointless and nothing we do will ever allow me to trust her again. On top of it, it seems like I am doing all the heavy lifting in trying to make it work. Now it's all really fresh and only came out 4 days ago. But I love every day this week in utter darkness and despair. Any advice on how I can trust her again when she doesn't seem to be doing anything to earn that trust back? I'm just so lost and so hurt. She keeps blaming me for it because I was neglecting her needs. It's been a really stressful year plus with my job and depression, etc. But instead of trying to work on us, she went outside the relationship. To be fair, she did try to talk about how she feels like just a roommate sometimes, but when my depression kicks in, so does my insomnia, and I won't sleep for 3 to 4 days straight. But she could have planned a date night instead of always relying on me to do it, even knowing that I have been neglecting her. I just feel like at any point in the last year she could have stepped up her game, since I was in a mental crisis that I couldn't get myself out of. I'd what I'm doing here or what I'm looking for. I want my wife back. I want to trust her again. I want her to love me again. Sorry for the longer post and stream of consciousness. Update: turns out you all were right. She's been talking to way more guys than she told me about. Sending nudes saying I love you to them, etc. My heart is destroyed. I don't think she wants this to work. I think she wants out. I don't know how I'm gonna pick up the pieces. If she won't show you the messages, she is not reconciling in good faith. Period. Blame shifting also shows bad faith. She wants out of the marriage but wants you to be the bad guy in her rewrite of history. She broke your trust and seems to have no real interest in restoring it. While you may not want to admit it, you know that's because she has no intention of stopping. You also know you only have part of the story as you are getting the trickle truth. Relationships don't work without trust, and she's not interested in fixing it. Any time you spend on fixing this relationship will be wasted. She needs to try to earn your trust back, which she's not at all. That's if it's salvageable. Don't let her string you along because she's comfortable for now but will leave given the opportunity. This shouldn't be comfortable for her, it should be a lot of effort and complete transparency from here on out. Anything less is complete forfeiture of the relationship and you should leave her, if you ask me. If she is stepping outside the marriage to fix it, then shut the door behind her. If this is how she handles rough spots in the relationship, then this is what your future looks like if life isn't perfect for her. You can't save a marriage if only one partner is interested in saving it. She has no desire to save your marriage and instead destroys it further by making you responsible for her cheating, for the decision she made to cheat on you. That she isn't willing to show you her phone tells all. Emo. What you would find there would probably be stuff that you couldn't handle, and most of all it would show clearly how long and deep her cheating has already progressed. If she isn't interested in that, then there is not much you can do except telling her that you don't want to live in a marriage where you get cheated on as soon as the winds get a little stronger, and that you will meet with a lawyer. Maybe that will make her understand what she is about to lose. Though by now she surely already has deleted all proof of what she did from her phone, so you will never know the full truth. Which also means, expect that the worst happened and take it from there. You are worth so much more than to be treated this way. Infidelity is the keeping of secrets. She's caused injury to the relationship and you by not answering your questions or letting you see sources of truth. My best advice is to speak the truth as best as you can. Let her know how much pain she's causing you, and what you need from her. You may need an MC to help. Hopefully she'll relent and be honest in turn. If not, at some point you'll need to enforce firm boundaries on what you will and will not tolerate. So she admitted everything to me. Update. So after talking to one of the guys my wife was messaging and finding out that they had actually met up, and it wasn't just messaging, we stayed up all night talking. She came clean that she had met up with 2 guys and had oral sex with him. She won't let me go down on her and won't go down on me BTW. She fell for both of them. The one guy and I had a real man-to-man conversation, and he agreed to back off and talk to her and convinced her to be completely honest with me about everything. I'm trying to understand how, with being in as much pain as I'm in and how hurt I am, why does my heart still want to be with her? Why am I still in love with her? Help me understand how that's possible. I'm trying to understand how, with being in as much pain as I'm in and how hurt I am, why does my heart still want to be with her? Why am I still in love with her? You are in love with the person you thought she was. Someone who is loyal, trustworthy and returns your love to you. Sadly, that person doesn't exist. It was her facade. Actions speak louder than words. For her to do with those men what she did, when she refused it with you, tells the whole story. She cared more for them than she does for you. As to what you should do, first consult with an attorney just to get an idea what divorce would look like. Harsh, I know, but you need facts and truth. Then, decide if reconciliation is worth it. It will be hard work for both of you, especially for her. Quite frankly, given what you have provided here, I don't think she would be willing to put in the work. Godspeed, Op. I'm sorry you have to endure this. Op, keep in mind true reconciliation takes 2 to 5 years. A more even-handed forum I'd suggest is chumplady.com and survivinginfidelity.com. Take a hard look at the Just Found Out forum there. R is a long hard road. It will be very painful. This. Also fear of things changing even more with divorce. You are already on a roller coaster of sudden unwanted change with the affairs being revealed, and it's hard to imagine more. It's scary and our hearts go out to you, Op. Please remember to put your needs first in the decisions that lay ahead. It always says a lot when a GF/wife that loves you wouldn't go down on you, but will with a stranger. And then pretend to not know how damaging something like that is. This. Most likely you will never get over this. If you can, you're a better man than me. My wife feels she's settled. Reconciliation. So my wife, who had an EA and PA, told me she's committed to working through this, but I really don't believe her. She lost a ton of weight and feels like she settled for me, and now she thinks she can do better. That's kinda ducked up. I supported her through the surgery and paid for it. Now she wants to go out and find someone younger and hotter than me, someone to match her new body. I can't stand to look at someone so disrespectful to me. My heart is breaking and all she can think about is herself. Sadly, this happens more often than you think. You'll find many people are good at pretending until they don't want to anymore. Now you know what kind of person she is. Focus on you and ignore her. I second this. Anecdotally, the 3 people I know who lost a significant amount of weight ended up cheating. The divorce rate for women who get the surgery is astronomically high. Cut your losses, she's never going to be a reliable partner again. Do yourself a favor, do not play this game with her. All that is going to happen is hurt upon hurt compounded. She has already checked out of the marriage. Contact an attorney and look at your options. Next, tell her that you want her to pursue her life, but you are getting off of the ride now and that you want to separate and file for divorce. That you will be no one's second option or someone to be settled for, and that the level of disrespect has broken the marriage. Then read about the 180 and grey rock and instigate it. You can always stop the divorce at any time. But at least she will know that you will not take her BS. With the 180 you will be able to start the process of becoming indifferent towards her. Once you can attain that level of indifference, she cannot say or do anything that will hurt you, because you will just not care. This is a sooner than later call. She probably feels that you are going nowhere and that you will be the doormat that will always be there. Just like the little puppy that will lay there all day long staring at the door waiting for the owner to walk through, and the tail will wag 1,000 miles a minute. If you truly care for her, then you need to gamble. File for divorce, and once she is served and asks you what and why, then tell her that the ball is now in her court, but you will not respond to any words, only the action of the words. And that she is more than welcome to pack up and use the door. Grey Rock and the 180. Good luck. What's 180? Is it a book or video series? Just not sure. Post a link please. Grey Rock is a strategy. Google it and read. She's the one not being interesting and ignoring me when all I want is to talk to her. Look for 180 in www.survivinginfidelity.com. So she is doing it to you. Flip the script, talk to a lawyer, take action, stop talking. Perhaps she will respond to that. Keep in mind, this will only work if she truly wants to. That's the issue. As long as you are making the same play, you get the same results. She is cheating. She thinks she's too good for you. Hard as it is to hear, your emotional pain and neediness is like a live soap opera drama to her. She's revealing in it. She thinks you're beneath her, pathetic. Whatever you wanna ask or reason with her about, her mind is made up. You are not a factor in her future anymore, and there are no words that will change that except these. Here are your divorce papers. No more pick me, no more begging, no more wheedling. Turn it all the way around. Don't even talk to her about it. Stonewall her. That's not important, and you said you wanted this. I'm just providing, as ever. You wanna bring her back in the fold? You 180. Basically, it's turning away from her and focusing on yourself. Reinforcing self-love, taking time to do things that make you happy, and spending time doing anything but asking her to come back and being alone. And if she doesn't come back, you lost a woman who doesn't want you. Yes, it hurts. But she's shown you she's gone, and you aren't losing anything you already didn't lose. What the heck is with this better crap that people always use? It doesn't matter if you're Brad Pitt, there is always someone younger, better looking, richer, with a bigger penis, bigger tits, or whatever attribute you can assess. This is as bad as keeping up with the Joneses, and a terrible way to feel successful or happier with life. You'll always be looking for the next best thing. Little do these people realize that this also applies to them. Their new partner will also be looking for the next best thing, and they're setting themselves up for failure too. When will humans start to value each other for the stuff below the surface? Loyalty, empathy, emotional intelligence, reliability, integrity, the list is huge, and nothing to do with how tight their ass is, etc. I look for values in people, now that is sexy. Pretty people with no values are ugly to me. To op, you seem like a great guy, you deserve much better. Go be awesome and find someone who appreciates you. Your wife is a big a-hole. Hugs from an internet stranger. Thank you for the kind words. I plan on turning my life around. I've been stagnant with my career and with my health. I'm over it. I quit smoking yesterday after trying like 4 or 5 times, like seriously trying with medications and such. But today I have never felt this free. Like seriously, I've only had 2 or 3 urges today, which for a pack-a-day smoker is really good, but I refused the urge and am looking forward to my new life, whoever that may be with. Wow, that's pretty incredible, my friend. Quitting smoking is a monumental feat, especially when going through something like this. I am sending you my full admiration and respect. Well done, mate, that's awesome. Keep up the progress, the world is yours. Smile. She isn't being honest. She is hedging her bets until she decides what she wants. It's all at your expense. I am so sorry, man. It's time to protect yourself as best you can. Get a lawyer and prepare for the inevitable. She is already out, and once women get there, it's always a foregone conclusion. I am sorry, ladies, I don't mean to be absolute in my comments, but once women get to this point, they never change course in the short term. They might regret later on, but that does nothing to help their husband in the short term. Hopefully you can protect yourself. Working on it. I called my lawyer this morning and left a message. No remorse equals no reconciliation. Jettison her into high orbit. Let's back up here. You might feel bad because she looks better. I'm just saying, without more evidence she has given up, I can't toss her under the bus yet. Ask her on a scale of 1 to 10, how committed is she to the marriage? Are you in MC? What do they say? This needs a third party who can tell her if she's all words and no actions. Whether you divorce or not, for your own health, I hope you forgive her. And that does not mean forget or fully trust her. It means forgive her. I hope to see you on r/SN after infidelity soon. I'm on my way to forgive. I can't hold on to anger. We are in MC and she said she's 50-50 committed. I think it's far less than that too. It's 100% commitment on both ends or it won't work. Any therapist will tell her that. I'm sorry. Start doing you, my friend. She thinks she is better, but you are the better one. When she was overweight you still loved her, proving you are not shallow. She gets surgery to lose weight and is proving to be as shallow as they come. Be done with her, as she has shown you what she looks like under the mask. She is not marriage material. Agreed. She is having a major identity crisis. It's very common after weight loss surgery. I know this is easy to say and hard to do, but don't take it personally. I'm not ready to let her be, it's her choice now. I'm not okay with this. I am ready to let her be and do her own things. It's so hard, but I must put a foot down. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.